That's a whole 2 more syllables, though? That's how you sound smart. You add extra syllables. I'm nervous. Nandor the Relentless. Guillermo, what are you doing? Come on, Guillermo.
Guillermo. Jag glöm Guillermo.
I'll have you know, I'm smirked. Well, this is a suicide hallway. The crepe paper? I am paralyzed here. The Paper Mario playthrough suggests otherwise. Well, we all know there's different types of intelligence. Oh, from the show. What about the crepe paper? Oh, right, when I try to decorate. What about the creepy paper? No, crepe paper. Creepy paper. I need to rewatch a bunch of that show because it's fabulous. And the more I watch it, the more I'll be able to use the voice. Alright, I'm kind of like actively dreading this character's death here because if we lose all 3, we have to start the chapter over from the beginning. Which would suck, because it's taken us, 2.5 hours to get to this point. And you're gonna be like, oh, it'll be faster because you know what to do. It won't be. It definitely won't be faster. Alright, identifying features. Big globe. Those are the stairs. I think my major problem here is I don't know what I'm looking for. Like, what's my goal here? If we knew what we were trying to do... Alright, save file's been safely put away on the desktop. Cool. I won't be whispering while I'm here, most likely. So there won't be any whisper streams, but we might still play whisper stream games. How long am I visiting for? Until September. It'll be a couple of weeks I'll still be here. 27 years, wow, that's a long one. Not quite that long. But I still don't have anything to really do back in Massachusetts job-wise, so I figured have a nice little trip, spend a long time with my family, see Benji. I'm mostly here so I can spend time with Benji. Don't tell my family. Yeah, he knows what's up. Oh, look at that stupid tongue of his. Can I zoom in on the tongue? Hold on, I gotta get that tongue on hyper zoom. Yeah, look at the tongue. Oh my god. Beautiful. Over here, Benji. Look at this stupid tongue. Oh, it's dry as a bone. Dogs are the best family, it's true. Take some reference screenshots from each cam. That's not a bad idea either. Problem is I need to like look around to be like, alright, so desk there is something we need to look for. This long hallway we're going down. Huh? That was weird. I lost control for a second. Alright, big globe. We can come down the stairs, hang a right, and we're safe up until the globe. Let's see if we can see the globe from another angle. Is that the globe? That is definitely not the globe. Alright. No globe over here. I can't reach that one cam is a problem. No globe. Obviously don't want to go that way. I think what we're doing right now is determining our path to the other security camera. Desk seems safe. Hallway from that drafting table is safe. Is that the globe, or is that a statue? Oh, this is the best. This is everything I'm bad at in one place. Yeah, I think that ladder is how we get to the other... That ladder, that's what we're looking for. We're trying to get to the ladder near number 2. Because the security camera is on the other side of a latch that is open with the ladder down. So I believe that's how we get up there. That gets us to the other security camera. Alright, so if you see a statue of a Beardo, you don't go near that. And before the Beardo statue, you definitely don't go near the table, but you're safe up to the ladder if you're hugging the wall. And that's across from a little desk lamp that's turned off, it looks like. And what may or may not be a statue of someone holding a big old ball. Let me just confirm my suspicions about the thing we can't interact with right now. Yeah. My job is still non-operational until September, so I figure I'll just come see family. The one complication I'm going to have is I came here under the understanding that it would just be me, the dogs, and my parents, but turns out my brother is in fact being discharged. So I'm gonna have to be careful with him for 2 weeks until it's like, alright, we could be relatively safe, you haven't been infected now. If I understand correctly, before his discharge, he's already being essentially isolated. But I'm not going to take that chance. I'm going to stay 6 feet away wearing a mask around my brother until 2 weeks have passed of him being around. Where was that stupid thing? It was on the other side. Gotta keep our eyes open for the thing. Oh, heck yeah, stay safe for sure. Where's the stupid thing? Oh, right. I remember now. Alright, so from here we go over here. This is where we're going. And I can just run flat out. So here we go. That's the ladder that we need to climb up. Confirmed it's going down. That's what we're trying to do with the awful puzzle downstairs. My major problem is I don't know where we go after step 1. Which is, I know the globe is a safe location, but I can't find a camera angle that shows me the globe again. So I'm a little bit worried about where we move from there. So globe is to my right, if I recall. Okay, nope. That's table lamp. I think means we're safe to cross here. Yep, that's safe. This is where things go into the... I don't quite know what is safe and what's not safe. But I do believe we want to cross across. Oh! No! And there he goes. Great. Oh boy. I am going to use the save scum that we have created, but I will send in a different character so we can make a little bit more progress. Then we'll swap back. Or maybe we'll just let Omar stay dead.
It's been a while now. Should we go see if everything's okay?
Schlorp indeed. Well, we're not sending Daniel, that's for goddamn sure. I don't know what the wisdom tooth does for me.
Reading something. I'll go check.
Well, that's sad. She really likes him. They're like best friends, and now he's dead, so. So going straight across doesn't seem to be safe. I like this game quite a bit. My one major complaint is the idea that if we lose all the characters, you have to start the entire chapter over. And that's like, great. Like, I was playing that for like almost 3 hours. I don't want to redo 3 hours. That's not scary, it's just punishing.
Even for a library.
Okie dokie. Maybe. So I left from Globe. Then I got grabbed by something right in front of me over there. It looks like those bodies go all the way across the gap. Maybe we're better off stopping at the shelving unit before the globe and going straight. Like, once we're past that lantern, that lamp, we hug the right-hand side, and we get to that bust. Let's see if we can find that bust. I think this is directly over the bust. That seems to track. In which case, that would be where we're going. It's worth a try. No body to find. It's true. No, that guy's been schlorped away. He's gone forever. He's joined the Bingus. The ghost of the Bingus, I suppose, in this particular situation. There's no way I'm doing the whole chapter 3 over again, so we have our save. We're safe for now. Andor! What are you doing? Colin! Nope, alright, so from this one... Camera change, please. Alright. So we hook around that. We want to hug this wall to the bust. The bust is safe. Then we hug the wall until we get here. Hey, Rip, is my singing that scary? I sing all the time on stream. I just, like, do it for funsies. Camera's turned off, but there's an on switch.
One less thing to do. Now I have to check the monitors again.
And now we can kind of explore over here a little bit. How's it going, Rip? Be nice if it would let me move this junk out of the way. Oh, that poor bastard died. We were so close to getting across. And then she just did it in one. Learned from his death, I guess. It's going probably? I question the probably part. Should I be concerned?
It's gonna stay that way. I don't think I can pull it up again.
I wonder if a character with a higher strength stat would have been able to do that. You don't know anything anymore? I know how that feels. In the age of COVID, and the way, at least for those of us here in the States, the way our current political nightmare is unfolding, I question everything all the time as well. How am I doing? Relatively alright, I would say. I'm visiting family in New York, so I got the Benji here with me. Oh, who's your good boy? So being around my dogs is always pleasant and good. Ah, there's the globe, so I could see how we died last time. It was that writhing wall of flesh. This camera didn't really add much to my overall knowledge, to be honest with you. I still don't know what I'm looking for in this library. Like, I know we're looking for a particular a book. Like, we're looking for a book. But I don't know which book, or, like, what sections are which. It's just a terrifying, like, maze of death, and I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for in that particular maze. I would assume this is important, but, like, now that I can see the globe, all I've learned is that there's death to the right, which we found out by dying. And this particular table also has death on it. But, like, maybe that's the book we want right there, with a bunch of death around it. We know that Husher was reading something in this library. That's all we know. Ray. You heard Alva made the move? Yep. She is currently occupying what was once the Tom room. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. I guess we just gotta go into the nightmare and see what we could find. Death usually surrounds desired objects. In this particular case, the desired objects are surrounded by death in the way that, like, we can't fight them. It's just straight up like, whoops, I guess it's game over. And if we get a game over for all three characters, we have to start the chapter over, at which point I'm going to use the save I copied to my desktop to ensure we don't have to do that, but still. The consequences are dire. So far, we know we're looking for something that Husher was reading in this stupid library. Let's try and get to the glowy table. Even though it does have graspy hands. Oh, you're saying to sacrifice the characters to appease death. But then we have to do everything over again. Alright, from the globe. Yep, nope, that's right. They're right there.
Shit. Where did that thing come from?
Like, I'm not seeing any... This is an item that you can interact with dots anywhere on screen. Anywhere. Oh, that's something I can interact with. Why can't I enter? Is it on the other side of the shelves? What are you doing to me, game? Alright, I think we need to go to the other side of the shelf, because a dot pops up. Problem, of course, being, how do I get there? Alright, we can get there by going this way. Swing wide around that one, and then swing in close. The bust is safe. Oh, fuck you, it's just the ladder! I was tricked! Oh yeah, now we got the fixed camera angles with tank controls situation on our hands. This is a game of remembering which walls are deadly. Alright, from the globe, we know going to the right is death. We're safe going this way. Until we pop in here. Camera angle's gonna swap soon. We can go this way. I don't think it's safe to keep going straight, but I'm gonna try. Still seeing 0 interactable items.
Oh my god. Okay, I can't let it get me again.
Yep, she's on her. If she gets grabbed one more time, she's dead moment. I just need to know what we're looking for. Like, that's really all I need. Is just a little bit of information for... Well, there she goes. What if I were to figure out what we're looking for? Schlorp goes the lady. Just gonna go ahead and, she joins the Death Shadow Wall. Just gonna focus my mind. Definitely not gonna look at a guide. Definitely not clicking on a guide right now on the overlay that no one can see. The Great Library. Ah, that's where it is. Alright, I now know what my objective is and where we're looking. Well, Daniel's the only survivor, so he's the one going.
I'm going to take a look.
No friends will make it out of this chapter. Yeah, I was just thinking back to earlier in the game when they definitely said the thing you're looking for is, right on the other side of the second bookshelf, but you have to take a very circuitous route through dangerous territory to get there. Honestly, we were actually almost there when we died. Like, just by accident, I was wandering to our goal. Have any of the other characters not died? In Chapter 1, 2 characters survived. In Chapter 2, 2 characters survived. No, 3 characters survived in Chapter 2.
Seems easy enough.
The only person who died in Chapter 2 is the police officer. And now here in Chapter 3, everyone but Daniel's dead. So far we have a... Let's see. Chapter 1 had 4 characters. 2 of them died, 50% survival rate. Chapter 2, 1 of them died, 75% survival rate. And now in this one, we have a 33% survival rate. So if you know how to add all those percentages together, you know our survival rate. 50, 75, 33. 0.3 repeating for the last one. I could do it, but I won't. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, da-da-da, jiggle-joo-pee-dee, ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-boo-doo. Kind of evens out to around 50% or so. I'd say that's fairly safe, yes. Alright, we weave around here. And then we go this way, I'm pretty sure. Again, just using my very focused mind and memory. Yeah, with these camera angles, I never would have figured it out.
Almost there.
Natra, Tenebrosa, Edgar Odell, and William Lasg. An old volume that tells the story of the investigations carried out by old Legrand and his companions.
This is What? Oh, fuck, shit.
What are you reacting to, dude? Camera aside, how's this game been? I've enjoyed it. I have a couple of quibbles with how death works,
There was
because
another book about Argos Legrand in the library.
if everyone dies, you have to start the whole chapter over.
Research trips written by two of his associates in the early 1900s.
And sometimes there's just like instant death mechanics that
was a kind of
you may not have noticed or don't have awareness of.
Paranormal phenomena. With one of the last pages.
But otherwise, good
marked by
atmosphere.
Usher,
I enjoy the homages to
because it
other
comes
horror
from Saint
movies.
Cecilia's Abbey. Saint Cecilia, the patron saint of music.
Patron
I'm
saint
not
of
sure
music.
what Usher wanted when he set out in Legrand's footsteps, or how long he planned on doing it. But it was a start. The best place to start looking. Before it gets too late.
What I do find very interesting about this game is each character has unique dialogue and reactions to events and items in the world. And because characters can die, there are like variations on how the chapters will play out based on who survived and who died each time. Oh my god, Husher? I didn't think we'd get to play as him. He's the only guy we could play as. Sebastian P. Husher, age 54, has a lighter, an eccentric character with traditional tastes. Husher's a prolific writer of historical fiction who combines literary creation with a professorship at the State University of Arts and Humanities. He's used to traveling around the whole world investigating little-known events that provide the inspiration for his future works. However, his most recent journey has turned out to be a very different journey from the rest. I don't get to choose other characters, so I think this is a Husher chapter no matter what. That, or because everyone else is dead because of
Isaac,
our good
my dear
work.
friend, you don't know what you've done with that cursed music box. By the time you tried to warn me, we had all heard the music. Now I find myself trapped in a tragic race against time. I had a hunch. I thought that perhaps by returning the box to you... Damn it, I've been such a fool. I lied, Isaac. I'm sorry. I just need you to hold on while I find a way to make things
Yeah,
right.
Isaac didn't do so hot.
I left the house without telling Catherine. How could I possibly explain something like this? I thought she'd never believe me, and I was wrong. But now it's too late. I only hope you're all safe, and that you will find a way to forgive me.
Nah, she's not super safe.
I must put an end to this once and for all. For my family, for you, and for my own sake. Argos Legrand. Everything revolves around that name.
That cursed
He was
name.
the person who had the box crafted and picked out the melody. I know he died in 1913. Newspapers of the day reported a violent burglary in his home. Everyone died, save for Ariadne, who was just a baby at the time. The case was closed, but something just doesn't add up. The police investigation was far too short-lived, and the bodies were not buried, but incinerated. I believe they were trying to hide the truth. I discovered that the book, Natura Tenebrosa, was written by two of Legrand's collaborators. The same two who followed him across Europe, researching all matter of ridiculous legends, all equally far-fetched.
Yeah, well, one of them turned
The
out to
last
make a
case in
box
the
that's
book
murdering
speaks
everyone.
of Legrand's last journey, on which he embarked just before making the music box. I've followed in his footsteps for weeks now, visiting every place, following every lead about that melody. Alas, I have reached the last leg of this journey, in the north.
North
I
of
find
what?
myself among the deserted ruins of St. Cecilia's Abbey, now covered in snow. Here, in 1912, the annual concert in honor of the patron saint of music was held. Legrand was not there at the time, but he came to investigate soon after. Every single person who attended that concert died or disappeared in mysterious circumstances, and the Abbey has been abandoned ever since.
Always a big fan of
connection
the
is clear.
cursed play,
I know
cursed
there must be
concert.
something here, a clue I can pursue. If not, I don't dare think about the future. I can barely distinguish what's real from what's not. Something is watching me, following me, drawing closer and closer by the day. The melody still haunts me. Its notes echo constantly in my head.
What's the name of that
With each
play?
passing minute, they
From The
sound
King in
more
Yellow?
ghastly and foreign. I see darkness all around me, and shadows lurking in the corners. I see my world merging with something else. I see another place.
Oh yeah. Definitely
A
drawing
black
inspiration
figure.
from The King in Yellow.
I feel it's here with me.
It's interesting that we spend the whole time as characters looking for this dude, and then we switch to a chapter where it's the dude. Is this the end? Interlude, end of the road. Well, if it's an interlude, not looking good for this guy. Killer entity in a music box. So it sounds like the way this is going down is there's a music box that was made, and anyone who hears it begins seeing a door. And this door will lead to other places that shouldn't exist in the architecture of the home. And through that door come entities, or at the very least an entity that can appear as many entities, or maybe there's a bunch of them, I don't know. It's unclear in that regard. And those things drive you mad or just straight up murder you. You see other places, other things. So it definitely sounds a bit like the cursed play from the King in Yellow story, which is a great source material to draw inspirations from. And then for individual chapters, there's a lot of fun, like, oh, this is definitely inspired by, like, this particular horror movie. Like, one of the chapters had heavy, sinister feels with looking at slideshows that changed depending on how you looked at them. Hoe, a tool for tilling fields. Pretty rusty, but strong. It's taken me 2 hours to remove one of these floorboards. There's no way I'm gonna be able to get in there. Unless... It's pointless doing that. You can't hoe a wall. Locked. It's a bit shabby, but it's holding. It's like one of the mechanics is, when you walk up to a door, you could hold Y to listen to the door, and if you hear spooky sounds on the other side, you know it's not safe, and you don't go through the door. However, I've definitely had a door kill me that didn't have that sound, and every once in a while there's doors that are just always permanently unsafe. You can hoe anything you want. You just need to try hard enough, it's true. I've had to flick through these books before, but there wasn't anything useful. They've almost fallen apart, what with the exposure to the elements and the damp in this place. Why didn't you wear gloves, dude? Your fingies are gonna get so cold. No one likes cold fingies. The stairs must have collapsed ages ago. Need to find another way to get up to that balcony. I think I'm gonna finish my exploration outside before going in here. The drip has filled at the basin. There's all kinds of filth washed down from the roof. Damn, the door must have closed before when I left the room. There's a small crack. If only I had a tool to stick in there. Map not available, that's no good. Piping system's very complex. What a relief it is to be next to a lit brazier. I'm never going to actually say it the right way. I find it funny to call them the same thing as, you know, sexy nighttime clothing. The piping has been dripping for days, months, years. An old set of bellows. I don't think I could use it for anything right now. I need to find a hiding spot. Wooden table is rotten from the damp. It's about to fall to pieces. Some old, wretched clay vessels. Oh, someone's not a fan of pottery, I guess. Nothing happened. The water isn't running through these pipes. Alright, not having a map is gonna drive me nuts. Oh, a door, but not a wall? Picky, picky. Got some stairs. This place must be extremely inhospitable in winter. You're here in the winter. You don't have to say must be. You could be like, no, it's straight up inhospitable. Without the key. So here's our listen mechanic. It's safe, but locked. Outer pane of glass is broken. The cold air is coming in between the boards. There's a corridor behind the wall, and it seems that someone's tried to get in, or out of there. Did I get rid of my hoe? Can't hoe that open. We have a fountain pen. Still have many books to write. While I have my fountain pen, I know I'll live to tell the tale. That's passively making us calm. Huh. Spooky. So what about this old man makes it so he can't remember where things are in his head? Because that's what a map would be. Just remembering where he's been. Oh, it's just a wind. Nothing to worry about. It's fine. It's just a wind. It's coming from the upper left corner up there. Now my right corner. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Just a thing. Stone fountains covered in ice. The damn cold in this place is getting into my bones. Just curious if there's anything else in the courtyard. Bang again. I can't quite tell where it was coming from now. I did a full circle. I've confused myself. Right. Get me opened. Gotta get a key. How many documents with me? No. Door's jammed. There's the stairs that went up. What about this door? Alright, this is the room we already looked at. Couldn't do anything in here. All that's left, I think, is that hallway that I was like, no, I'll do everywhere else first. Basin, lapse thing. Here we go. Should have pressed Y. Ooh. It hasn't worked. The water's not getting through here. Water in these buckets stinks like a sewer. Can't imagine it's healthy to even breathe the smell. Pipes are leaking everywhere. This foul-smelling dark liquid's running over the surface of the table. It's still snowing. I hope it stops soon. Or getting out of here will be even more difficult than it was to get in. I wonder what's causing the water to melt. You would assume the ambient temperature in a unheated, abandoned for years structure would essentially be the same as outside. And yet something is warming it up enough that we got some snow melt. Ancient amphoria, like the old ones Catherine put in the garden. I wonder if she and the kids miss me. Air is buzzing with flies and a sickly stench. It smells worse than it looks, if that's possible. There's a layer of damp and decay on every single surface in this room. Looks like there's something down there blocking the main drain. Should I try to grab whatever's blocking the toilet? The answer's gonna be yes, but first... let's look at everything else. Plumbing system is extremely complicated for just a few toilets. Well, time to reach into the grossest toilet in Scotland. We're not in Scotland, but every time someone reaches into a dirty toilet, that's what pops into my head. Great, what do you have in your hand there? I don't think I'll need anything so disgusting. Then why did I reach in there? Oh, now the pipes are unblocked. That's not how this would work, though. Ah, which of the Catherines was it? That's a game we should play. It hasn't worked. The water isn't getting through to here. I reached into that gross-ass toilet for nothing? Why am I even trying to solve a plumbing problem in this abandoned building? For safety's sake, I'll just check all of the doors on my way to the other one that had the plumbing. I was really hoping the gross thing would be a key. Because that would have been helpful. Dun dun dun. Alright, has the key symbol. We don't have a key. Let's, instead of pressing the A button for try the locked door, just look and see if it has the lock on it. That had the lock on it. This goes upstairs and therefore not to plumbing. Here we go. Piping system's very complex. Water isn't running through these pipes. Well, great. I'm glad. Very helpful. Had to fall to pieces. Gross stuff. Well, now I'm at a loss.
How long can I keep running away?
Well, you can't really run anywhere right now. Just saying. Kinda screwed. And now we're back. All that's left is upstairs for me. And it's not really, like, left for me, it's just a place that I haven't double-checked recently. I still haven't gotten a key or anything. I don't think I'll need anything so disgusting. Anything in this toilet? Nope. Hmm. The hell am I supposed to be doing in here? Water isn't running through here. There's nothing left for me to interact with. It's infuriating. I unclogged the toilet. It hasn't worked. The water isn't getting through to here. Time for me to speed things up a little bit. Important places. Switch C and D become usable after you unclog the toilet. Well, that's certainly not true. This is infuriating. I don't understand. We did everything we could. Opens the door to switch B. Oh, we haven't done a switch B yet. No, that's the clogged toilet. Never mind, we definitely have done the clogged toilet. I'm focusing that mind because I am kind of annoyed right now at lack of map and lack of clear goals for our character. So, the guide is saying unclog toilet. Yep, we've done that. Plumbing system is extremely complicated for a few toilets. Oh, good lord. We got the hoe, we used that to open the door. That got us into the bathroom. That let me do B. C and D, sorry. Activate switch E. Where is switch E? Up there. Let's go upstairs, maybe. See if anything changed. The same message is played for both those switches. Why anything would change if nothing changed there, I don't know, but I have hit them both, so maybe something changed. Stairway up was over here. Ugh. There we go. Was there something I missed up here, maybe? Needs a key. Ooh, I think I missed this door. Hey. Most of these natural remedies expired. Now we're cooking with gas. Some of these pharmaceutical books must be real gems, but they're no help to me right now. You don't know that? Take it. What I can make out through the folds of the sheet, those remains have been here for decades. Maybe don't pull that sheet off. Seems safe. I don't really think we need to worry too much. Books are falling apart. Looks like a spring from some sort of hydraulic system. I think that pressing the spring started the water flowing, but there's not enough getting through to move that bookshelf. A few utensils on the table. Alright, I think now the switches downstairs will work. Plants still grow on these cans. Few utensils on the table. Bookcase doesn't seem to be fixed like the others, and the corners are worn down. Dirty dishes just left out. Alright, back down for the other 2 switches again. And then we should be good. For the interlude. And then I assume we move on to chapter 4. Which I'm going to bet takes place here. There we go. Now the water's running through this pipe. Next pipe. In we go. I mean, this guy's gonna die no matter what, because he reached his hand into a filthy-ass toilet. Some deep thoughts from the bot. Absolutely not Schrodinger's. See Benji still sleeping back there. Perfect. Alright, back up the stairs. Now we could use the water to move the bookshelf. That's not gonna stop me. Come on, Husher. Get in there. And then get in there. Hit that lever. Okay, what do we got here? I think the skull is clipping through the pillow? I think we're missing parts of the skull. What are you doing over there, Benji? Benji? Calm down. It's a spooky game, of course he got spooked. Alright. Some days ago now, I observed the brothers performing a strange ritual. They took turns to sit in front of a mirror and, facing it, light the lamp and then put it out. They shall remain as written testimony of everything that has been discovered and that has been passed on to me, as it may prove valuable to whomever finds it. Whomsoever finds it. Sitting in front of the mirror, they observe their own reflection and everything behind them. They then proceed to put the lamp out or dim its flame to point that the eyes, blinded by the previous glow, no longer see. Thereupon they light it once more and again observe their reflections and everything behind them, repeating the process several times. And sometimes, God help us, the reflection shown in the mirror isn't what it should be. I can't begin to describe the horrors that appear. The mere act of committing them to paper is an insult to our Lord. But what I can say is that the more frequently these horrors appear, the closer they are, and the less time we have until they're no longer only in the reflection. Remarks made by the prior. Nothing written on the back. Well, that's a weird looking dude.
I hope he can't get it open.
That's fun, we can look down the hallway. Oh my. Yeah, I mean, we used the latch. How's it gonna get through there? The door is very securely locked. What are you doing, Benji? Benji! Come on, buddy. Treat? A treat? Want this? This treat? Oh no, he's gonna be obsessed with the door for a while. That's a big, scary man, question mark? He wants to show you his model trains. The scribblings of desperate monks. Desperate like me. Alright, we're good in there. Door's jammed, blocked from the other side. My god, how awful. Why are there so many bodies piled up in there? Alright, we're alright. Well, it's been furiously covered in crosses. I understand the desperation that leads to that. Better than I would like. That reminds me of a scene from, somebody's made sure no one can get into the cell or out of it. The Conjuring 2, I think it was, had the room filled with crosses. I mean, that happens in a number of horror movies. Do any of these dummies have a shotgun as their thing? In Chapter 2, there was a police officer with a gun. The problem, of course, being when he dies, everyone else has to contend with a ghost that has a loaded gun. We got lucky, though. We did have the police officer die, and I didn't run into him.
Let's see how much I have left.
Achievement unlocked, Reflections. Don't do the scary thing that you read about. You're just asking for trouble here, dude. Additionally, I don't think guns are very effective against ghosts to begin with. Turns out his gun was useful for shattering mirrors. Because mirrors are an important part of this, spook. Is this the one? Third one. Usually it's the third one. Here it comes. To be continued. Well, I guess we'll find out what happens to Husher after Chapter 4, I assume?